Yes, we're back. Come on, we're making this happen. It's 12:14 on Thursday. Oh my goodness me, unlucky for some. If you're on the 13th floor of a high-rise tenement block or a skyscraper, and because of the ill fortune that's associated with the number 13, you're on floor 14, but it's actually the 13th floor. Or if you think about it in like English terms, because the Americans are different like this, we've got ground floors. First floor is like the second floor, whereas logical people of the wider world would typically call the first floor the ground floor. What's that all about? So I suppose even if you are on what's labelled the 13th floor in an English sense, UK English sense, you're actually on the 14th floor. What's all that about? We're crashing, we're crushing, we're mashing, we're mixing, we're doing amazing things. Thank you for your time today. We will try to be as brief, as abrupt as we possibly can, but while at the same time distilling, condensing and sharing incredible information that will help to turbocharge the rest of your day. Thursday afternoon is upon us. Well done for making it through the first full week of 2022. You're smashing it. You're doing a great job. How do you do it? I want to know. What do they put in your water to make you so amazing? You're incredible. Look all that you've achieved this week. And you're only 3.5 days in, really, because it's only end of the 4th day, isn't it, by the time you get to 5 o'clock on a Thursday. I don't know how you do it. You've got to tell me about it. Dave at wordmouth.com, at Dave Thackeray on the tweets, or whatever, face-to-face. Give me a call. If you know me, you know me. That's all I'm saying to you. Right, so big build-up today. So I'm on the lookout for, I'm a big fan of the old turtleneck, roll neck. Some people call it polo neck. That always is quite distressing to me, because polo necks are quite simply the button-down affair. It's none of this. Idiots. I'm looking for a reputable roll neck supplier. So and I'm not talking about Gap and ASOS and Misguided. Maybe I'm going the wrong shop. I'm looking for, some good threads. Ideally British, just because it's easy to get, and also, I'm a big fan of slow cookers, slow trains to China. I just love slow, so I prefer slow fashion, something that's going to last me 4 years, probably about right. I've found a lovely supplier of what I call submarine roll necks. What's all that about? Well, they're waterproof. In fact, they're not actually. They're 100% wool. So I don't know if you've ever tried to throw a U in a river, but let's take it from me, anecdotally, they don't float. But yeah, so if you've got any of that going on, that'd be really helpful. What else? Hoping to go and see Sing 2 tonight, so I'll feedback on that tomorrow, because I know you're desperate to get a Thack attack on that. But yeah, I'm really excited. Matt McConaughey fan, big fan. So let's see how that goes. So today I'm just going to share my screen, give you pause. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to share that. Right, okay. At least I hope I'm sharing that. Never can tell with Restream. Today I want to talk about being explicit and context. And this is specifically at work. Context at work. And I'm talking to you if you've got any direct reports. And since we are all elites here, you, me, we are of a different class, aren't we? We are highly sophisticated, attuned animals, and we're big on emotional intelligence. So we respect the crowd around us. We respect people's feelings, and we respect sentiment. So, context. Quickly, I read a great article yesterday that was all about when you get... So these days, so just a bit of backstory. So these days, in this sort of remote working world, we very rarely get somebody coming to tap us on the shoulder. Because if we do, we're like, have you had a lateral flow test? Tap us on the shoulder figuratively, remotely, like digitally online, and say, can you pull off this magic? And because you are a magician, it's expected that you'll bring the alchemy. to the working day. So, hey Josh, assuming that's your name, can you get me a report on our progress in 2021? Need it by 5 o'clock. Right. I've had this in my world so often, I should know the answer there. But this happens all the time. It's one of the worst things you can do in business. It's easy as the dispenser of that information. It's awful if you're the recipient. Let me explain why. If you're looking for something, some document, some artifact that you can share with your wider colleagues, and you're the boss or a manager, or you're not a leader in my mind if you do this, what I've just explained, you're a manager, not a leader. If you're a manager and you ask for this information and you are very generic and very common in what you're asking for, I want a report explaining 2021 progress and I need it by 5 o'clock, right? If I get that, at that point, I'm flipping out, right? I'm flipping out because you're saying to me, you want something that you're not going to give me any hints, any nuance, any context about, right? So I'm hearing that and I'm going, oh crap, have I underperformed, first of all? So it's results related, that lack of context. What have I done wrong? Okay, so that's one. Two, do they want this in an email? Do they want this in a Word doc? So this is context related, as in the format. Now, as a content designer, I'm a little bit anal about this. I will think through the best possible output for the information that you are requesting of me. But the recipient of my work will have different ideas. We're all totally different. And if you've ever tried to do something with a specific archetype or customer persona in mind, you'll know how varied your work needs to be to appeal to different people. And we've talked to the ends of the earth about all of our different learning types: visual, kinesthetic, auditory, digital. People all inherit information in different ways. So if you say to me, I want a plan of 2021 progress and I want it by 5 o'clock, I want a report. Reports take myriad different forms. Do you want that on like a one-pager? Do you want that on slides? Do you want that in video form? What the heck do you want of me, right? So this is almost a little bit like a SMART objective. This is where I want you to be as explicit as you possibly can. The next time you ask something of someone, doesn't matter what it is, I want you to clean the toilet, right? Okay, so what cleaning products do you want me to use? Is it a ceramic bog? Is it a porcelain bog? What is the crapper? Be explicit, and the more detailed you can be, reminds me of a conversation I had as well earlier on this week about oversimplification. I'm a massive fan. I don't think you can be too generous with your time when it comes to, if you're asking for something in return that has some kind of value, then you have to give some value to get value back, right? Don't know why I shared this. Well, let me just type something anyway. So you start off with, hey Josh, can I get a report on 2021 progress by 5 p.m? Right, okay, no good. Hey Josh, nice socks. That always helps, doesn't it? Shit sandwich. So nice socks. The excrement in the middle is going to be like, I'm meeting with our CMO at 5 p.m. and we'll be discussing our advertising performance in 2021. Right, okay, right. So we're not finished yet, but okay, right. So straight away, oh thanks, yeah, I got one from Paul Smith. you know who you're meeting with, so straight away you get a sense of the format that's wanted, because the CMO appreciates things in different ways, and you're at a level now where you know the CMO vaguely, so you know how, or you know at least how to present something in a format that a CMO would appreciate. All right, and this is like the intermediate performance. Discussing advertising performance 2021. Right, okay, so 2021 progress suddenly becomes advertising performance, right? So straight away I know. So you bring those two nuggets of information together. The recipient, the intended recipient, which is the CMO ultimately, that's going to receive the information, and you also know what the conversation is going to be about, so you can be interruptive in a positive sense by bringing that information in a format that will help complement and support the conversation to reach the outcome. So it might be like, and this is where you go from zero to hero. You turn from, can I get a report on 2021 progress, all the way through to, wow, it's like, we are looking to refine how we advertise and where in 2022, and the outcome of the meeting will be agreeing on the right vendors, channels, and the channels and platform. It doesn't matter. It's not actually happening, is it? Channels and affiliate outlets. Right. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Right. So next time you go and ask somebody for someone, think about Think about these things. Right. So who is receiving the information? In what format is it required? How and by format, I'm talking like presentation 6 slides. And then what's the result that this work will help accomplish? 3 things. Who is receiving the information? Because if you're giving it to the chief exec, that's one thing. If you're delivering it as part of a town hall presentation to all staff, totally different. What format's it required in? Okay, that could be anything. Word document, I want you to do it as a podcast. I want you to do it as a presentation on Keynote in 6 slides. What's the result this work will help accomplish? Well, thanks to your work as part of the Express effort, we want to make sure that this year we are streamlining our outsourcing operations. So we need to see which of the teams that we're working with out there in the wide world are giving us the best results that are optimized to our mission and corporate ambitions. Simple as that, isn't it? We've had a good time today, haven't we? Look at that. I mean, look, let's be honest, right? We've not only had some fun, we've been genuinely useful. We've looked at context and the critical nature of it to your workplace, and how we should always be explicit in how we ask for things of our colleagues. That'll do for now. Hope you had a good time. Have the rest of the day as a spectacular example of breathing, and I'll see you tomorrow, which is Friday the 14th, which is the